Welcome to this premium note. Think of this as your global masterclass, a real professional mentorship session dedicated to completely transforming how you operate in the digital economy. We are going to map out exactly how to transition from being an overworked, stressed-out freelancer into a highly profitable, future-ready digital agency owner. Seriously, if you've been feeling the absolute grind of trading your time for money, you are in the exact right place. Let's get right into it.
So you got to ask yourself, why do some freelancers stay completely stuck while others are out there building six-figure agencies? It's the ultimate freelancer ceiling. The hard, unavoidable truth is that there are only 24 hours in a day. Working harder? It's simply not the answer to scaling your income or your impact. The freelancers who actually thrive in this space don't just put in more hours. They fundamentally change their business model. They stop being the person doing every single little task, and they start being the architect who designs the machine.
Here's our syllabus for this note. We'll start with the freelancer ceiling, then explore high-value service models, break down the AI operating system, dive into premium agency packaging, and finally, lay out your complete agency scaling roadmap.
All right, Section 1, the freelancer ceiling. Let's talk about breaking out of that time trap.
I want to start with a foundational mantra. Businesses built on people stay small. Businesses built on systems scale. To really grow, you've got to shift your paradigm, because at some point, every successful freelancer hits a wall. If your business literally requires you to be sitting at a keyboard to make $1, your income is permanently capped. No way around it. The path to real wealth is evolving from the technician into the architect. You have to build repeatable systems and workflows that function consistently whether you are personally online or not.
Moving on to Section 2, high-value service models. This is how you start commanding those enterprise rates.
There is a massive difference in market positioning here. Think about the average freelancer who is just selling tasks. They'll say something like, "I will design a logo." Because of that, they're forced to compete on price, naturally attracting clients who just want the absolute cheapest option. Now contrast that with a premium consultant. They say, "I design brand identities for SaaS startups that increase market trust." You see the difference? They are selling a high-value business outcome. Businesses don't want to buy your hours, they want solutions to expensive problems. The moment you shift your messaging from the specific task to the ultimate outcome, your perceived value skyrockets. So how do you actually find those high-value outcomes? Well, you need a lucrative, future-proof niche. First, it has to have high demand. These are services businesses are actively scrambling to buy right now, like AI automation or digital PR. Second, your service must solve a crystal-clear, expensive business problem. Crucially, you need the ability to scale it through systems, not just your own raw human effort. To keep your new agency healthy over the long term, look for repeat or recurring demand. We're talking retainers over one-off gigs. And finally, premium pricing potential. You want to charge for the value of the final result, not the cost of your time.
Section 3, the AI operating system. Let's unlock some true leverage.
The absolutely crucial point here is the concept of human-in-the-loop, or HITL. Successful, future-ready agencies aren't just blindly replacing people with AI. Honestly, that just leads to generic, low-quality work. Instead, they're building smart workflows where AI acts like a super-powered production assistant. It does the heavy lifting, drafting code, generating copy outlines, structuring data. Meanwhile, the human expert remains firmly in the loop to guide the strategic direction, inject that necessary creativity, and ensure rigorous quality control. This is exactly how you multiply your output tenfold without sacrificing one bit of the premium quality that enterprise clients demand.
Let's look at how that exact operational machine actually works in practice. Step 1 is human strategy. That's where you gather requirements, define the problem, and set the creative direction. Step 2 is AI production, where your documented prompts and AI assistants generate the raw materials at lightning speed. Step 3 is human quality review. Now this is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to edit, refine, and ensure total brand consistency. Finally, Step 4 is client delivery, polished and incredibly fast. With this specific pipeline, even a solo founder can produce the massive output of a full agency.
Section 4, premium agency packaging. It's time to start charging enterprise rates.
Let's dive into the psychology of a three-tier structure. This is standard on platforms like Fiverr, but honestly, it applies everywhere. A massive mistake freelancers make is designing tiers that only change by volume, like offering one logo revision, then two, then three. That's kind of weak, right? Instead, structure your value by the depth of the solution. Your basic tier offers the core MVP. The standard tier expands on that implementation, maybe adding full databases and workflows. But that premium tier, that provides a complete business solution, integrating internal tools and automations. Every tier solves a distinctly larger problem, which naturally pulls serious clients right toward your highest price point.
Have you ever wondered why clients actually click buy on a premium package? It all comes down to the trust stack. High-ticket buyers aren't looking for cheap labor. They are buying certainty and risk reduction. Your portfolio and demonstrated results make up the bulk of that trust, sitting at about 40%. Client reviews validate your claims at 30%. Clear, highly professional communication proves you're a real agency, not an amateur. That's another 20%. And clearly defined outcomes round the whole thing out at 10%. If you want to charge agency rates, your entire profile and communication style absolutely must exude deep trust.
And finally, Section 5, the Scaling Roadmap, taking you from zero to enterprise scale.
This timeline is your step-by-step blueprint for the next year. Month 1 is all about validation and offer design. You're defining your niche and testing out your positioning. By month 3, you shift into operations, building out your standard operating procedures so every single task is rigorously documented. Around month 6, you leverage those SOPs to hire contractors and fully automate your workflows with AI. This is where you stop doing the manual work yourself. By month 12, your machine is running totally smoothly, and your sole focus shifts to scaling those enterprise retainers and building strategic partnerships. It's a highly systematic evolution.
Let's look at the actual mathematical reality of a $100,000 monthly ecosystem. Now, $100K a month probably sounds literally impossible if you're just out there selling $500 projects, right? But a scalable agency diversifies. It looks more like this. 20 platform projects at $500 brings in $10,000. Add 20 clients on $1,500 monthly retainers for a super reliable $30,000 base. Then, just 10 high-ticket enterprise projects at $5,000 each brings in another $50,000. Finally, throw in $10,000 from scalable digital products. Boom! That is exactly how a high-value digital agency builds massive, reliable wealth.
So I want to leave you with this final, absolutely vital question. Are you ready to stop selling your time and start building your scalable system? The entire blueprint is right in front of you. The digital economy is basically begging for professionals who can solve complex problems with efficient, AI-powered systems. You have the knowledge from this note to step up and become the architect of your own business. It is time to build your machine, command your true value, and completely thrive. Get out there and take action on what you've learned today.